Okay, freshmen, here's what's going to happen. You're going to watch this quick little video lecture. You're going to fill out the questions below on this Google form, and then you're going to get started on your homework, which is going to be great. So you just read Act 4, the beginning of it, and we did a great job with it. You guys said that Juliet has a vial or a potion from Friar Lawrence, and that potion is going to slow down her heart rate so much so that it seems like she is dead. It's like she's kind of like in a coma, but then eventually she will wake up. Romeo will be there to save her because Friar Lawrence wrote a letter. It sent a letter to Romeo giving him the whole plan. So I'm sure nothing could absolutely go wrong at all with this plan. And like that potion, like nothing could bad would ever happen because we know that Friar Lawrence likes to hang out with like plants and herbs, and he like makes potions. So now I'm going to give you a little bit of a summary for scenes 4 and 5 for this act because they're super short and like it's kind of just a lot of things are happening. This is where like all of these conflicts are interacting. So in the morning for Act 4, Scene 4, the nurse comes in and is like, "Oh, Juliet, it's your wedding day, even though we moved it up earlier and that won't have any problems at all. Like, I can't wait for you to get married." And then she's like, "Ah, oh my gosh, Juliet is dead. Ah." And she like freaks out. And then they bring in Paris, who's like, "Oh no, my love, I was supposed to marry you today." And then we bring in Juliet's parents and they're like, "Oh, but we loved you so much and you were such an obedient daughter, even though we got mad at you a few times." And then they bring in Friar Lawrence and he's like, "What? This is weird. Why would Juliet be dead?" Even though he definitely like knows that she's not dead, right? He's like, "I think we should probably prepare the burial vault and take Juliet to the burial vault at the Capulet tomb, we could say." And now his plan is kind of going in action, but it's just had to be a little bit speedier than he thought. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, a vault or a tomb is very different than what we think of it. It was more like spacious and airy. It's not like they would be in a coffin and like sealed and like put into the ground. If you have like driven past a cemetery and you see those like mausoleum sort of buildings, it's more like that. So that's what I want you guys to envision, that they wouldn't have been like in a coffin. Okay, so they would have had like the bodies kind of just spread out there instead. And we know that Tybalt is already in that family tomb, so his body would also be like laid out. So a little bit creepy, but that was common for the time. Okay. If you've watched this entire video, I also want you to know that today is National Tell a Story Day. So hopefully you can tell a story to somebody or write a story or write something or communicate with other people, not just a screen. That would be great. Your homework for tonight that's due on Wednesday is going to be reading Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2. So my little summary right there was just a little fast forward, and now you're going to jump into Act 5 because we are going to finish up reading Romeo and Juliet this week. So you only have a short 2 scenes for Act 5, and then on Wednesday, guys, we're going to do an Ed puzzle, and it is going to be a little bit long because it is the end of Romeo and Juliet. So just a little preview. We're finishing up Romeo and Juliet this week. If you have questions, guys, let me know. Miss you.